Hello all, Edisoft welcomes you all to the January edition of our monthly current affairs. Here, we will talk about all the important news of December 2024 and some quick reads along the way. Without further ado, let's begin. Indian Grandmaster D. Gukesh made history on 12 December 2024 by becoming the youngest world chess champion at 18 years after beating title holder Ding Liren of China. Gukesh is also the second Indian to clinch the title after Viswanathan Anand, who won the prestigious crown 5 times in his career. Gukesh also became the 18th world champion at the age of 18, 4 years younger than Garry Kasparov, who had been the youngest world champion since 1985 when he reigned supreme against Anatoly Karpov. Gukesh secured the requisite 7.5 points against 6.5 of his Chinese rival after winning the 14th and last classical time control game of the match, which seemed headed for a draw for the most part. As the title winner, he will get $1.3 million from the $2.5 million prize purse. President Draupadi Murmu, PM Modi, CM of Tamil Nadu and other tycoons and politicians expressed good wishes to Gukesh on his victory. Former Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh passed away at the age of 92 on 26 December 2024. Among those who paid tribute to Singh was Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who wrote on social media that India mourns the loss of one of its most distinguished leaders. Singh was born on 26 September 1932 in a desolate village in the Punjab province of undivided India, which lacked both water and electricity. After attending Punjab University, he took a master's degree at the University of Cambridge and then a DPhil at Oxford. Manmohan Singh was the first Indian leader since Jawaharlal Nehru to be re-elected after serving a full first term and the first Sikh to hold the country's top post. Singh rose to political prominence as India's finance minister in 1991, taking over as the country was plunging into bankruptcy. He was one of India's longest-serving prime ministers and he was considered the architect of key liberalizing economic reforms as premier from 2004 to 2014 and before that as finance minister. The Indian women's junior hockey team won the 10th Women's Hockey Junior Asia Cup by defeating China 3-2 in the penalty shootout in Muscat, Oman, on 15 December 2024. India successfully defended their title, having also won the previous edition in 2023. The tournament, held from December 7 to 15, 2024, was for players under 21 and organized by the Asian Hockey Federation. The top 5 teams, India, China, Japan, South Korea, and Malaysia, qualified for the 2025 International Hockey Federation (FIH) Women's Junior World Cup in Chile. Jinchuang Tan, 30, scored the first goal for China but Kanika Sivaj, 41, bagged the equalizer in the third quarter for India as the match went into a penalty shootout. India's goalkeeper Nidhi made 3 crucial saves during the penalty shootout to help her side lift the title. Hockey India announced a reward of 2 lakh rupees for each player and 1 lakh rupees to each support staff for everyone's effort and winning the championship. AAP Chief Arvind Kejriwal on 21 December 2024 announced a scholarship scheme named after Dr. B.R. Ambedkar aimed at Dalit students in the run-up to the upcoming Delhi Assembly polls amid a row over Union Home Minister Amit Shah's remarks on the Dalit icon in the Rajya Sabha. Addressing a rally where he announced the scheme, Kejriwal said that the Delhi government will fund the Dalit students who have secured admission to foreign universities if AAP wins the assembly polls slated for February next year. Mr. Kejriwal also mentioned that the children of government employees would be eligible for the scheme, although details regarding the application process and timelines remain unspecified. He further noted that the initiative is inspired by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar's belief in the transformative power of education, recalling that Ambedkar, despite facing numerous challenges, earned a PhD from the United States. Union Minister of Education Dharmendra Pradhan launched Mevidya Channel 31, a 24x7 platform dedicated to Indian Sign Language (ISL) on 6 December 2024. The channel promotes ISL as both a language and school subject, ensuring inclusivity for children with hearing impairments. This initiative aligns with the National Education Policy (NEP) 2020, which calls for promoting and standardizing ISL across India to create a more inclusive educational environment. NEP also emphasizes the respect and inclusion of local sign languages. ISL-based learning content covers school curricula, career guidance, skill training, and mental health, accessible on TV and YouTube. The initiative fosters inclusivity, aligns with constitutional rights, and aims to create global benchmarks and employment opportunities for the hearing-impaired community. President Draupadi Murmu presented the Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Puraskar 2024 on 26 December 2024 to 17 exceptional children from across India. These awards honor remarkable achievements in 7 categories: art and culture, bravery, innovation, science and technology, social service, sports, and environment. During the ceremony, the President lauded the awardees for their exceptional contributions and emphasized the importance of providing opportunities to nurture children's talents. She highlighted the courage and patriotism demonstrated by these young achievers, which inspire confidence in India's future. The honorees, 7 boys and 10 girls selected from 14 states and union territories, were presented with a medal, certificate, and citation booklet. The President also paid homage to the unparalleled sacrifices of Guru Gobind Singh's sons, commemorated as Veer Bal Divas on 26 December, saying, "Their sacrifices for faith and self-respect continue to inspire countless generations." The Ministry of Textiles and Synthetic and Art Silk Mills Research Association, SASMIRA, launched the Climate Smart Agrotextile Demonstration Centre in Navsari, Gujarat. The centre aims to promote agrotextiles in agriculture, showcasing live demonstrations and practical training for farmers on 21 December 2024. It spans 15,000 SQ meters and will be maintained by SASMIRA for 3 years, covering 8 crop cycles. The centre features agrotextile technologies like shade nets, medicinal nurseries, vermicomposting, ground covers, pond liners, and crop covers. The initiative focuses on educating farmers to integrate these innovative solutions into daily farming practices. These are designed to educate and empower farmers, features live demonstrations of agrotextile products, their applications, and practical training modules to help integrate these innovations into daily farming practices. Spread across 15,000 SQ meters, the centre will be maintained by SASMIRA for 3 years. The Apsageswara Temple in Thukkachi, Tamil Nadu won UNESCO's 2023 Award of Distinction for Heritage Conservation on 6 December 2024. Built by Kings Vikram Chola and Kulothunga Chola, the temple originally had 5 prakarams and Lord Dakshinamurti, Lord Shiva, is the presiding deity. It houses shrines for deities like Saundayanaki Ammal, Adi Sarveshwar, and others. The temple was restored using traditional and modern conservation methods, completing Kumbhabhisheka in September 2023. UNESCO praised the project for blending engineering and traditional techniques while preserving vernacular artistry. Tamil Nadu CM granted 100 crore rupees annually for restoring ancient temples, ensuring no changes to their original features. The BJPCI, Sir Bairamji Jijibhoy Parsi Charitable Institution Conservation Project bagged the Merit Award of UNESCO's Asia Pacific Awards for Cultural Heritage Conservation 2024. Ministry of Heavy Industries, MHI, under the scheme for enhancement of competitiveness in the Indian capital goods sector, has set up 4 smart advanced manufacturing and rapid transformation hub, Samarth, centers on 13 December 2024. It focuses on spreading awareness about Industry 4.0 technologies among manufacturers, vendors, and customers. 4 Samarth centers have been established: C4I4 Lab in Pune, IIT DAI Foundation at IIT Delhi, I4.0 India at IISc Bangalore, and Smart Manufacturing Cell at CMTI Bangalore. These centers assist industries, including MSMEs, by organizing seminars, providing training, and offering consultancy in IoT, software, and data analytics. No financial assistance is provided for adopting Industry 4.0 technologies under this initiative. No financial assistance is given to any industry, including MSME, for adopting Industry 4.0 enabled technologies under Samarth Center initiative of the scheme. The ISRO successfully launched its ambitious SpaceX mission, aimed at demonstrating advanced space docking technology. The mission, which took place on 30th December 2024 from the Satish Dhawan Space Center, features 2 spacecraft, STX-01, the Chaser, and STX-02, the Target. Both satellites weigh approximately 220 kilograms and are designed to operate in a low Earth orbit at an altitude of 470 kilometers. The primary goal of the SpaceX mission is to develop and validate the technology necessary for autonomous rendezvous and docking of spacecraft. This capability is crucial for future missions involving satellite servicing and the establishment of India's own space station, as well as potential lunar exploration endeavors. The spacecraft will utilize a differential GNSS-based satellite positioning system to ensure precise navigation and control during their maneuvers in orbit. ISRO will then arrest their drift in space and they will hover in the same orbit together. Engineers will have to wait for 4 days for the right sun orientation for docking to happen. In the second week of December 2024, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, JWST, spotted a distant galaxy which gives a peek at what the Milky Way might have looked like in its infancy. The galaxy, named Firefly Sparkle due to its gleaming star clusters resembling the bioluminescent bugs a group of fireflies is called Sparkle, is located some 13 billion light-years away. Firefly Sparkle has a mass equal to about 10 million stars the size of our Sun and comprises 10 densely packed star clusters embedded in a diffuse arc of stars. Its main visible portion spans about 1,000 light-years across. It has 2 other relatively smaller galaxies as neighbors, dubbed Firefly Best Friend and Firefly New Best Friend. The Milky Way began forming very early in the universe's history, likely around the same time as Firefly Sparkle. Astronomer Lamia Molla, co-lead author of the study, published in the journal Nature. The Sahitya Akademi Awards for 2024 were announced on 18 December 2024, honoring 21 writers and poets from different Indian languages. Easterine Kaya from Nagaland won the Sahitya Akademi Award 2024 for her novel Spirit Nights. Hindi poet Gagan Gill received the award for her poetry book Main Jab Tak Aayi Bahar. The award honors outstanding books in 24 Indian languages, initiated in 1954, with the first awards given in 1955. Recipients receive a copper plate, designed by Satyajit Ray, a shawl, and a cash prize. The list of winners includes 8 poetry collections, 3 novels, 2 short story collections, 3 essays, 3 literary criticism works, 1 play, and 1 research work. The awards, approved by the Sahitya Akademi's Executive Board, were announced by its President Madhav Kaushik. Eligible books had to be published between 1st January 2018 and 31st December 2022. The National Panchayat Awards 2024, honoring 45 exceptional panchayats for their remarkable contributions to sustainable and inclusive growth. Held on 11th December 2024 at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi, the prestigious event was graced by the Hobieli President of India, SMT, Draupadi Murmu, and the Union Minister of Panchayati Raj, Shri Rajiv Ranjan Singh. Key moments included the digital transfer of award funds and a short film highlighting the innovative initiatives of the award-winning panchayats. On the occasion, a booklet, Best Practices on Works of Awardee Panchayats, was unveiled. Traditionally celebrated on 24th April, the 2024 ceremony was rescheduled due to the general elections to the Lok Sabha. Maharashtra's panchayats have made the state proud with their remarkable achievements in the National Panchayat Awards 2024. The awards commemorate the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act of 1992, which granted constitutional status to panchayats as institutions of local self-governance. A powerful 7.3 magnitude earthquake hit Vaanatu on 17 December 2024, sparking a network outage, crushing vehicles and damaging multiple buildings, with reports of 14 people killed. A complex in the capital Port Vila that hosts the diplomatic missions of Western nations, including the United States, was among the buildings damaged. The quake struck 30 kilometers, 18.6 miles, west of the Pacific Island nation's capital at about 57.1 kilometers deep shortly after noon, according to the United States Geological Survey, USGS. It was followed by a 5.5 magnitude aftershock. There have been 14 aftershocks at or above 4.0 magnitude. The initial quake caused buildings to collapse, crushing cars, with some feared trapped under the rubble. Landslides occurred near an international shipping terminal at Port Vila, blocking access. Vaanatu is home to about 330,000 people over a group of 80 islands. At least 12 persons were killed in a massive fire that broke out following a truck collision outside a petrol pump in Rajasthan's Jaipur on December 20, 2024. The incident took place around 5:30 a.m. on Ajmer Road when a CNG tanker parked near the petrol pump caught fire after a truck collided with other vehicles. According to officials, more people are feared dead, while more than 40 people have been injured. At least 28 victims are in a critical condition. The explosion was so intense that several vehicles within a 300-meter radius were engulfed and completely burned, reported news agency IANS. Several drivers were reportedly burned in the incident, with some in critical condition. Visuals of the incident show a massive blaze and a cloud of black smoke above it, which can be seen from several kilometers away. According to locals, the explosion was heard up to 10 kilometers away. As per reports, there were also repeated explosions as many of the fuel tanks burst. Shyam Benegal, the acclaimed Indian filmmaker who spearheaded a new wave cinema movement of the 1970s with films addressing social issues, has passed away at the age of 90 due to chronic kidney disease on 23 December 2024. He was celebrated for his contributions to cinema as a director, editor and screenwriter, and is credited with pioneering a new genre of filmmaking. He passed away at Mumbai's Wockhardt Hospital and cremation took place on 24 December. He mentored top Indian actors, including Shabana Azmi, Smita Patil, Nasiruddin Shah, and Om Puri, who made their mark in Bollywood's popular cinema as well. He was widely known for his series Bharat Ek Khoj, a landmark 53-episode television series based on the book Discovery of India, written by India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru, and chronicled the country's troubled passages from ancient times to modernity. He also directed a 2023 biopic on Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, who led Bangladesh's freedom struggle against Pakistan in the 1970s. The deadliest air accident ever in South Korea killed 179 people on 30th December 2024 when an airliner belly landed and skidded off the end of the runway, erupting in a fireball as it slammed into a wall at Muan International Airport. Jeju Air 089590.ks opens new tab flight 7C2216, arriving from the Thai capital Bangkok with 175 passengers and 6 crew on board, was trying to land shortly after 9 a.m. 0000 GMT at the airport in the south of the country. 2 crew members survived and were being treated for injuries. The twin-engine Boeing 737-800 was seen in local media video skidding down the runway with no visible landing gear before crashing into navigation equipment and a wall in an explosion of flames and debris. Under global aviation rules, South Korea will lead a civil investigation into the crash and automatically involve the National Transportation Safety Board (NTSB) in the United States where the plane was designed and built. India's Lakshya Sen bowed out in the semi-finals of the inaugural King Cup International Badminton Open, suffering a straight game loss to reigning world junior champion Wu Zhihan of China in the main singles in Shenzhen on 29 December 2024. The 23-year-old from Almora fought hard but couldn't overcome the relentless Wu, losing 19-21, 19-21 in a thrilling contest. The match saw both shuttlers locked in a tight battle, with little separating them throughout. Wu took a slender 1-point advantage at the break after Lakshya's backhand went into the net. The second game followed a similar pattern, with the score tied at 6-6 before Wu surged ahead to 12-10. The competition marked a milestone in his career, as he secured third place by defeating French player Alex Lanier. For his efforts, Sen earned a prize of approximately 36 lakh rupees. And here are some quick reads of the month. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you.